Hi guys, welcome. It's been a while. I haven't uploaded a video in a while. I will explain a lot of things happens. I want to talk about Voice Planet, about TXT, how I have a. I'm not gonna talk about it too much because I don't want to jinx it, but a lot of things happened. Yesterday was a rough day, really difficult. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about it. Let's see. How many subscribers do I have? Wait. Yeah. So I want to talk about but like we want to talk about every episode. Like let's talk about episode one. Now I just want to talk about overall and my picks and like stuff like that. How many subscribers do I have at this point? Interesting. Let's see something. Let's look for myself. I have my TV here. That's what I'm doing. If you're asking, yep. Okay, I can find it. So anyway, I don't think I have 1,000 yet, but I'm like very close to that, which is very very good. But let's talk about things. So first of all, yesterday my grandmother passed passed away. She passed away, and it was very sad. But like, she was very old. She was 93, and she suffered. My grandfather like died like a year and something, like a year and like 5 months ago. So it's like, she's also been without him for like that long. She suffered a lot, like in the end, and she finally isn't suffering anymore now. You know, I just want to get the sad news out of the way because better to get it out of the way so we can get into the more good things that happened. So I'm gonna talk about the best thing in the end. I think I've talked about the comeback Dixie made already. I think I have a short about it, about Sugar Rush Ride, and why is it so good. And the more I listen to it, the more I love it. Let me talk about something about with Dixie. Like, they are so good at conveying and delivering a concept and genre, no matter what it is. They going like like no matter what genre it is, yeah, they're gonna make you love that genre, even if you generally doesn't you don't know much about it, or you don't know, like you don't love this genre. Like Cat and Dog, any group that like would try to do this concept would have not worked. It works because 60, only because of that. But the one thing that the boys themselves are really good at is really engaging you into the concept. They're really good at acting it up with their faces, with their body, everything. They're really good at delivering vocally the song, and like really really, and they're like not even that long into the career, but they're really good at delivering emotions and like the specific vibes that each song that they had give up, each of them, from Crown to Runaway to Kid You See Me, Blue Hour, like Love Song, Lose a Lover, Good Boy Gone Bad, and Sugar Rush Ride. All of them different songs, different vocal delivery, different type of articulations in the B-sides. Devil by the Window specifically, like they have those tones and those things that they do with their vocals that not each any group can pull off. It's really like specific and very detailed to the concept, and it fits. And at the same time, it fits. They make themselves fit to a song like Tinnitus, and they or Tinnitus. Anyway, the Afrobeat song that Taylor loves so much. It's such a good, different song, but the delivery is again so different and so like so fitting. The way they like sing it is very very beautiful. It's very very fitting. Like each and every one of them just devour the concept. They don't even eat it. They just devour it. It's not even funny. They make it their own. They make it the best. And their voices are so good. It's so emotional. And I don't think I told you, but Farewell Neverland is like one of my favorite songs of all time. But it's like top 3 or top 2 in my list. It's like Anti-Romantic and Farewell Neverland is currently in like the same level in the rankings. Like it's literally tied. Like I can't even pick. It's not even funny. It's so good. It's so good. It's so emotional. It makes you think so much about like growing up and like figuring yourself out. And even with like when my grandmother passing away, it just felt like this song played in my head the whole time. Um, like my favorite part of the song is the part when like Subin and Bonky sings in like the end. No, I think it's the bridge, and like Subin does a really high note, and it's like after him Bonky goes, and they also have like a falsetto. Both of them do a falsetto, and it's so pretty and emotional. It makes me want to cry each time, especially the Subin part, and then Bonky following up is like dangerous because Bonky is my ultimate. I love that in the same song, both Bonky and Subin in like one after another. They have a lot of like that in this like song, which is one of the reasons why I love it so much. Is like Bonky is my ultimate bias. Subin, I haven't told anyone, but it's potentially another ultimate of mine. Like I think I'm adding him. I have Junki Jisoo, Bonkyu, Junkyu Jisoo, and then V is like a little bit lower. I think Subin is with V there, which means Subin is part of my ultimate biases. And I might have a sixth one right up with them, but or maybe even higher, like top 3, like here. Like I have a lot of boys that have just Jisoo. And also, I have Eugene from Yoonjin from Le Seraphim. She's like potentially another ultimate man because I really love the way she is. The songs she writes are incredible. The theme that she tackles is absolutely insane. But like, this is my main ultimate for forever. But what I'm saying is that I love that Subin and Monk you have like one part after another, and in the deep tone it's so good. I love how they utilize them. It's so emotional, and the way that Subin like goes from like the lowest register to like the highest, both Bonky and Subin, but like Subin specifically have a lot of moments there, so it's like it's really good, really really good, really really good, good. Anyway, let's talk about Boys Planet. So, I have my favorites. I have a few of them, but like we done the auditions and like the signal song test. We have done all of that in the first and second episode, and in the third there's the performances. So I'm gonna talk about the performances in different like later on, but let's talk about the contestant that I love so far. So, my number one and my potentially ultimate bias, another ultimate bias, is Song Hanbin. He is, there's something about him clearly. Like I know I think he's like a am the chosen one, but I'm like, well, whatever. Like he's so talented, and he's like so like he's a star. He's meant to be a star. Like there's been a draft for boy groups lately. Like 60 and like Stray Kids and like 80s are great, and like even Trash and Hypen have been doing great. But like the last year was like drought. The Tempest is the only group that you can even like mention. The others didn't even like did anything to register themselves. But these groups feel like they're gonna be it. They feel like they're gonna satisfy this, lack of like boy groups right now. There's like too much girls groups right now. There's a lack of boy groups for this like like the future generation, because fifth generation should be built up. It's not gonna happen up until we have. I think Boys Planet will start it, the debuting of like the fifth generation. Once we're gonna start that, that's when fifth gen is gonna have a start point. I think, because I'm predicting that if Song Hanbin is gonna be in this boy, it's gonna be an Eat boy. So he's one of my picks, and I love how as well Zhang Hao, the Chinese, the other center. Both centers are really good. They're really attractive. There's something very striking about them. They're just like very Eat boy material. Like, I think Harbin can really be the next Eat boy. And I think there's high chances he will debut. But I love that man. He's so like angelic. I just think he's so beautiful and so like, and I also rooting for Keita, Jay, Matthew. Of course, I like love Matthew with Hanbin and everything, but like I have other picks that are above Matthew right now. But I really love Matthew. I always vote for him because I wanted to debut together. I vote for Hui because I really want them in the group, because I want them to produce songs for this group, because come on, he's such a good producer. I know it's gonna be good music if he's part of this group, and also vocals. But like I feel like if Jay debuts, I don't think Jay and Hui can debut in the same group. I just feel like it's not gonna happen. I don't know. I don't feel like that's gonna happen. But if it happens, it's great. But either way, so I'm voting for Hui. I voted for Keita. I also I adopted Eugene. I feel like it's a bit too much for him. They're like putting a lot of it on him, a lot of pressure. He's like a baby boy, and he like got really scolded badly, and he even like felt bad, and the anxiety got him. I just am afraid that it will traumatize him, because if you think this doesn't affect the trainees at all, you're wrong, and it can very much potentially affect them like that. Anyway, so we talk about my ultimates, my picks. This is like I gave you 7 of them because those are my like constant picks. I guess I pick them all like over and over again. The rest of them are like there's like Guano, there's a Haruto, there's all sorts of like boys that I'm also watching that I care for, but are not top right now. They're just not in the top. Like I don't constantly vote for them, so that's the thing with that. Anyway, in the third episode we have performances, and you have a very nice, which we have a G group with Kong. I know only Kong and Hiruto. Hiruto. These two guys. Hiruto did the cute parts, and like Kong did the vocal, and you had the amazing vocalist from Yuha. I don't remember his name. He did amazing. It's like top, like second. It's like I think it's the top 3 vocalists, and you like Jay, Hui, and like him. Like top 3 vocalists. Seriously, so good. He did so good. The Hano was impressive. He was insane. Like Kong in comparison to him. So my point is, like the 2 teams, I pick K, because obviously they were more balanced. I know there was this guy that had cracking in the voice, but even they said it. at least he still had charisma. He still carried it, which is very respectful. I feel like the other team wasn't as charismatic. Like it's like each person in the other team shine, and they still made a cohesive group. In the other hand, in the other team, it was pretty cohesive, but I feel like a lot of them they kind of faded in the background. I didn't remember what they really did in the stage, which is bad. It should be memorable, but I only remember Kong and Hiruto. That's the only two I remember because Hiruto was cute, you know. So it's like, you know, like Wongi did so well in the center part. Like Hiruto and Wongi are not much different, but I prefer Wongi. The ad libs that they did, like the guys just not seem enthusiastic about it. It was not like lively. Even Mingyu did better. Like he have charisma. You notice him. You don't forget about him. He's actually like it's memorable. That's why they showed his like failure audition, because even though it's like not really good, it's like very charismatic, and that's not easy. It's not easy to be charismatic. It's not easy to fill up stage even without talent. That's a talent of its own. Like filling a stage by your talent, it's like insane. Like just by like your presence, you know. And he improved very much. So, but my favorite of this whole like my favorite one was the singer. I really was impressed by him. Yeah, really, really impressed by him. Like, it was really good. Like, I really want him to, like, continue right now. Because vocals are necessary in this group. I want a good vocalist to have high notes. Yeah. Anyway, next. Ah, next. I'm a bit there. We have Kill This Long, which we have the Keira team and the Garnock team with like Huang, which okay, I will tell you from now. G Group One for me. I think each of the members stood out. It felt such like a cohesive group. It felt like a group that actually exists. And like we're doing Kingdom, you know, that's what it felt like we're doing a rendition of the song. And then like, you know, we've seen, I love that they included Kill This Love, you know, Blackpink is my ultimate in this thing. And I love that they included them even though it's a boy group season. And honestly, I think out of all the seasons that like when they did Blackpink, this is definitely the best one. Like they both of the groups did so well. Like anytime, like I don't want Blackpink to be given to girls anymore. Please keep Blackpink only for boy groups. Those covers were actually good. In comparison, they were really good. Even like the K group that I'm like just saying like is a little bit less better because I feel like it have a lot of power but it doesn't have balance. I also, and that matters. You don't know how much these things matter, but I actually think I love the outfits, the red, the like the addition of the red color, everything like that. Add to like the overall performance, it makes it more interesting. It's like it's an actual performance thought about. Like Kida really picked really good members, and like all of them shine, and none of them like you could see like a lot of them have good parts, and like yeah. Well, I feel like Ghana really carried the team. It was really powerful, but it wasn't like any, you know, like Kyrgyzstan is like have a lot of soft moments. Like Blackpink usually have it because they're Blackpink, the pink side. They always have Rosé. She's like the soft thing that like it gives you a breath of fresh air in the song. Like that's what I love it way better. So Kyrgyzstan was really good, and and then and so G Group won, which they won. I love that each group that Epic Sofa won. And we have Love Me Right, which is like I'm looking at it back now, and I think Jay did like so much better than the others. Like Jay is relatively so much in a higher position. The rest of the group did meh. Like they did good, you know. They did it good as much as the first very nice group did, the 17 one, which is like they were decent, but it felt like they were rookies. It felt like they were not ready yet, which in this case very nice. I feel like the only person who did and good, really like Wuti Muti and Jay, like but far ahead of any of them, even Wuti Muti or Muti Wuti. I don't know how to pronounce his name, so I don't know, but he did the far by far the best. It was amazing. His vocals, I fell in love with him when I heard his vocals in this episode. I was shocked. I knew he had really good vocals and like color. I didn't know he can reach that high, and he was really good. So I'm like really impressed by him. But I think the other people in this group just didn't shine. Like how we always discuss killing parts with these guys. I feel like it doesn't matter if you're actually good. If you're as good as Jay, it doesn't matter what parts you get, you're gonna shine, and he showed it. And sometimes I feel like main vocals are way more like catching, like you cut eye catching than like killing part. I don't know. Killing part is sometimes something really vague. Like it can be good killing part, but like if like you can make your part your own killing part if you really execute it well. Like it's important. Even in in Very Nice, there's moment when you have ad libs and they go Maja, and they don't. And one team, which is the team I didn't choose with the pink outfits with Kong, the G group, was very like they were very stiff. They didn't have much like facial expression when they do those ad libs, and those ad libs are like very much playful and stuff. And like the blue team, the K team, did much more like happy, playful, like really made it alive. Same with Kill This G group here. And same here, I feel like there's a lack of like there's just something that missing. You can feel like there's the rookies. And like Kill This the G group felt like an actual debut team. K group for Very Nice felt like almost a debut team. They felt like very ready. It felt like they're almost there. They have a couple touches here. Some of the members need a little bit more training, like a lot of more training. It's like let's say the Very Nice Korean team have like at least a year to practice to review, and like Kill This Love already can debut. They can debut. The lady can debut as they are now, and it will be like clearly perfect. Like that's what I'm saying. Like they seem ready to debut, but they feel like a little bit more polishing, a little bit more touch, and then they will be really good. You know. And the other one that loses, they're missing a little between. They're missing some dynamics. They're missing. All the members are shining. Even in the Kill This Love Korean version, the Gonok did really well. Hanwi was kind of good, although I feel like the vocals were like the high note was forced, but he had vocal no, just I'm not judging it, but it still came out really forced. The ad-libs were not necessary. It feels very out of place, very show offy, which I don't know if I like. And I'm not gonna say it until I say the other performance, but I feel like they have more members that are like very attention grabbing. Like Harbin is like a star. We already saw a little bit of the intro, and I'm like freaking out. But I'm very biased for Harbin. I'm very very biased. Like I'm probably gonna pick G, sorry K group because it's Harbin. But I'm gonna try to be objective, and I'm gonna tell you but just by seeing the intro, Henry was so much more eye catching than the other guy that did whatever. I don't even remember who that was. That's entirely like just telling you how much that matters. So yeah, and another thing is we're gonna end it on there because I finished with the Boys Planet talking is TXT. So there's a concert that they're gonna do. They're gonna do a world tour. So I entered this raffle like for like the soul because I wanna go to Korea, and I have do traveling and like get to know Korean better, and also like I applied to the raffle, and I was planning to buy a ticket anyway. So but I applied to a raffle for the VIP seats, which means you can go for like a sound check earlier than anyone else. It's like really really privileged, and like it costs a bit more, but like if you want closed seats without seating, it costs just as much, and you don't have a seating space. So I was like, I will go to the VIP and that's it. Like I'm gonna get a good seat, and I'm gonna go get you know, to see them like really good. And even if it costs a little bit more, like it costs like a $100 more, but like it's still like it's worth it. It's worth it. Like it's really worth it if I want to see them really good, and I can watch the sound check and stuff. And I won it. I won the thing. I really struggled in the side. I was thinking I wasn't gonna get it, but my brother helped me. And oh my god, I have the tickets. I have the tickets for the show of TXT. Ah, oh, it's a dream come true. Seriously. Anyway, but I don't wanna jinx it because I don't know if my there's a little bit of trouble, like of troubles in my life and stuff. But I believe in myself, and I believe in my dreams, and so I think I make it happen. So anyway, this is gonna be it. I talk about everything I wanted to talk about. It wasn't as long as I thought, and that's good because that's it.